Good morning, everybody. How about a cup of coffee? This morning, my cup is Crazy Butterfly Lady. You know, I really do like butterflies. First of all, they're so pretty. Just flying about, fluttering. I love it when they all converge on a bush and a bush is just covered with them. And if you ever go to the Natural Science Museum in Raleigh, you'll see they have their own display of butterflies, a room where there's just a bunch of butterflies, all different kinds, and some that just aren't native here. They keep the temperature just right. It's hot in there. I could go and sit with those butterflies just for hours if it wasn't so hot in there. It's just so peaceful, though, watching those butterflies flutter all around. And you know what else I really like about butterflies? They're the Christian symbol, or a Christian symbol, for new life. Just as Jesus had died and was placed in the tomb, and then 3 days later, he came back to life. Well, butterflies, they start out as that caterpillar, and then they go into the cocoon, which is kind of like that tomb. Now, it takes more than 3 days for them, but they emerge from the cocoon as that beautiful butterfly. They start out as a worm, and some of you might think worms are pretty, but I'm not much into worms. So to me, it starts out as something kind of ugly and yucky, and then they go into that tomb, time of death, and then emerge something so pretty and peaceful. So I just think of butterflies as being that just beautiful sign of new life for us. Yeah, it really is just a wonderful concept. How God can take something so yucky, or at least yucky to me, as a worm, send it to a time of death, and make something so beautiful. He can do that with our lives too. Sometimes we hit times in our lives where it just seems like yuck. It just seems like this is as bad as it can possibly be, and it's only going to get worse. We hit times in our lives when it seems like this is just death. This is just all darkness all around me. It seems like, there's just no hope because so much is going on. We could be in a time like that right now for some because of this coronavirus that's going around, all the social unrest that's going on around us. There's just so many things. It's not an easy time right now. But that butterfly shows us, it's a perfect example for us that there is hope. Now, it's not easy though. It's not easy for us. If you notice, God didn't make it easy for that butterfly, because when it's in the cocoon, it's not like just one day it's like, okay, time's up, whoosh, butterfly's out. When that butterfly comes out of that cocoon, it's a struggle for it. It has to work and work and work to get out of there. And if it gets any kind of real help, I heard a woman one time, she was a teacher, say she just felt sorry for that butterfly. And so she took a pair of scissors and kind of cut the cocoon to help it. That butterfly was never able to fly. Because in the process of the struggle to get out of the cocoon, it strengthens its wings to make it possible for it to fly. Going through the tough times is when God gives us strength. Going through the tough times, when we struggle with those tough times, is when we learn. Those tough times are learning opportunities for us. They're times of building strength. And when we come through, when we emerge, we're strong. We're stronger for that time. God gives us those times, lets us go through those times. He doesn't create the horrible times for us, but He lets us go through those times in order to build perseverance for us. And Scripture even says that it builds perseverance. It builds perseverance. It builds our character. It builds strength for us. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But you know, if you're going through those rough times right now, even just the times that we're going through with the virus and all of this stuff, maybe stop and think, what is it that I need to do right now to bring new life to this situation? Because the butterfly, right there is the promise that there is new life to be had from all situations. Everything that seems like death, there's new life to be had for it. It's a struggle, but new life awaits on the other side. Have a great day. Enjoy your coffee.